Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the waiting room.
Tonight
we're over here at Shakespeare's Pub and Ale House for their 9:30 Money Mic. So we're gonna head in here, see if we can talk to some of these money micers tonight and see who wins.
In a fantasy, don't be mad, just be glad. Everything is gonna turn out how it's gotta be. We just wait and see, what a way to be.
All right, welcome back to the waiting room. Who am I here with today?
Joe Filey. I run JFC Entertainment, I guess you could say.
Fuck yeah, man. How long have you been in Austin doing stand-up?
Like 2 years now, about-ish. Like right around 2 years.
Did you start doing stand-up here in Austin, or did you start somewhere else?
No, I started in New York City.
New York. How's the scene out there compared to Austin?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Like, it was a lot of bringer shows I did. Like, to be honest, it was just a fuckload of bringer shows. So it was like, as long as you can sell tickets, you can get time in New York. Like,
okay.
Like 4 years ago, I technically opened on a show with Shane Gillis because the Stand, if you sold 10 tickets, they'd put you on the show. So it was like, I don't know, you can't get that out here, I guess.
So would you say that Austin's a lot more like loosely put together as far as the scene goes than like New York or like San Francisco or something like that?
No, I mean, I don't know. Every scene's going to be different, even for like rap or music. Austin's like the friendliest spot for like a 1 to 4 year comic. Yeah, you can hit like 3 to 4 mics each day of the week, and it's like, I don't know, if you're a newer comic, like you don't have to compete for stage time. Like Wednesdays, you can get over an hour of stage time, and it's like.
So you would recommend, like, if somebody wanted to get into stand-up and they were in the area, you would recommend Austin over other cities?
I mean, maybe, unless they have blue hair and they're yelling "Free Palestine," because this scene probably ain't gonna work for them. Like, you got the wrong. I don't know. I'm like. I have a comic, a buddy from New York who probably won't care I say this, but like he's gay and like he just knows his shit ain't gonna work down here. Like he's came down here a couple of times and like I don't know, this scene's like alpha bro scene down here at this point. Like we're all getting super edgy, super wild with the material, so it's like I don't know. New York was way better for the clean comic probably.
So you would say like you can get away with more just different, wilder, more like edgy jokes here in Austin than you would somewhere like in a more like say like blue city.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, Austin's a blue city, isn't it? With the with the Capitol on YouTube, but it's just like, no, yeah, I don't know. Like, we have like 4 shows in town called like either Filthy or Trigger Warning or like some type of thing in the name. Like, hey, we're gonna say some wild shit. Where it's like, New York now, it's like safe. I've seen safe on so many flyers. That's like, what the fuck does that mean, safe? Like.
So, what would be like your advice for a new comic coming to Austin for the first time?
Have a job. Don't smell. No, you can't have one of my cigarettes. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, man. Dude, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Where can we find you?
Just JFC ATX. Easiest thing you can search. Just JFC ATX.
All right, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. All right, guys, welcome to the waiting room. Who am I here with today?
My name's Ty Marion.
Ty, nice to meet you, man. How long have you been doing stand-up here in Austin?
A little over 2 years now.
Did you start doing stand-up here in Austin?
Yeah. I started here actually in Austin.
Oh, nice. Are you a local?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Shoot. But what would you say like your favorite part about the Austin scene is being someone who started here?
I had the opportunity to meet like a lot of people from other places, Chicago and New York. You know, everybody kind of comes to this area, and you hear about the scene in these other areas where you know they're excited they can get up maybe 2 or 3 times a week on open mics, and you can accidentally fall into 2 or 3 open mics any given night here. So every week that someplace else these people might be progressing, I'm matching that every single night. So even though I may have only been doing comedy for a couple years, if you're matching how these other people are progressing, how they get on stage, then stage time and things of that nature, I've already surpassed them.
No, I totally understand, man. I've been here for a year, and I think I've done more mics than I have in any other city. Yeah. So yeah, that's great. Where's like your favorite place to perform in Austin is? Like where, like a favorite bar, club?
I mean, obviously everybody's going to say the Mothership. That's obviously great. Personally, I kind of like this place, Shakespeare's. I know the stage is one of the most weird ones that we have here. But there's just something about this atmosphere. This is kind of like where I started sharpening my teeth a little bit. So there's just like a little extra confidence to go up, say some stuff I probably wouldn't feel more comfortable saying other places. But man, every little place like in bar, it seems like every little place has its own little personal feel or vibe or something, little niche that makes it stand out from every place else. So.
And what advice would you give a comic who's just moving to Austin?
Man, the advice would be is like really analyze the situation, where you're coming from. I mean, I've been blessed to have started here and to kind of had, be making some headway already. But unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people that are uprooting lives. I've seen this, uprooting their lives to come here, and they may be like the fourth or fifth funniest person in their small town, and they're just going to get completely washed away here. And it's not saying that they don't have it, but maybe they don't have it right now. But that just completely crushes their ego and their ambition, because, I mean, you're jumping into the big boy area right off the bat. So unless you're polished and that you're going to be ready to, make some waves, come and see the area first before you just uproot and come here.
So getting into the scene, did you have any expectations for yourself, and were those met, or were you disappointed in some other aspects?
I'm 100% completely satisfied with what I've got going. I started comedy as a promise to my dad as he passed away, and everything I did, I kind of really wanted to set it up on as being like an older person starting comedy late. I was like, I don't have 10 years to figure this out. I need to have already figured it out and have something going within 5. And here we are 2 years in. I'm working with a guy you all interviewed earlier, Dusty Carter. We have a tour that's going on. We have a show in New York next month, and then we're already going through Oklahoma or Florida. We have like a whole weekend in Florida or Ohio, North Carolina. Like, it's just all falling into place. It's all about the same mentality. When it comes to comedy, you have to have it for everything. It's like preparation and being ready for that moment is over half of the game. And so I think I took that aspect of like, whenever that time comes, I'll be ready.
That's awesome, man. I want to say thank you for your time, man. You gave us some awesome insights about the scene. And where can we find you?
My Instagram is my name, Ty Marion, TYMARION.
All right, awesome, man. Again, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
In a fantasy, don't be mad, just be glad everything is gonna turn out.
Awesome, guys. Welcome back to The Waiting Room. Who am I here with today?
Mariano DiVincenzo.
Awesome, Mariano. Nice to meet you. How long have you been doing stand-up here in Austin?
About 6 years.
Did you start here in Austin?
I did. Well, I started in Houston, and then I kind of gave it up, and then I started really doing this in Austin. Yeah.
How would the two scenes differ? You would say? Would you think Austin's like a better place to start, or would you say you'd rather start like in Houston, then move your way up to Austin?
That's complicated. Maybe, I don't know, because it's changed a lot. I feel like probably now in Houston, just because Austin's so saturated, it's a great place to go to a lot of mics. If you want to do the Kill Tony thing, if you're ready, do it. If you're 3 years in, you might go on Kill Tony and bomb. So yeah.
Sweet. So you said you've been here for about 6 years. How have you seen the scene change? Was it for the better, or do you think it's for the worse?
I mean, it obviously depends who you ask, but it's a lot less woke. You can say a lot more things in terms of like freedom. It's a lot better, or just in terms of being able to say whatever the fuck you want and not being worried about, okay, I kind of went too far and all that stuff. It is a little bit hard to like contextualize if you're just being an asshole, because everybody just talks like that, and then you don't you can. As an Austin comedian, you can lose touch with real life, which a lot of comics do here in Austin. So,
all right. What advice would you give to a comic who's just moving to Austin?
Do as many mics as possible, get as many people to see you and know your name, and just don't be an asshole.
God, no, words to live by, most definitely. Where's your favorite place to do open mics at here on 6th Street, or just in the city in general? Like, where would you recommend someone to go for their first time?
The most Austin experience is the Lucky Duck. There's just a million bumps, but it's very fun. Lewis at the THC, shout out. He runs a great room over there. They have a really good mic at a weed store. That's one of the better mics in here. And then the mics kind of rotate, because open mics kind of die and come back, and also like a mic can be shit and then be amazing one night because somebody loses a fantasy football battle and they bring 30 friends to watch them do stand-ups or just stuff like that. So just do as many mics as you can, and then you'll get quality stage time occasionally. But you just have to do as many as you can, so the quality stage time at the end of the week, you get a certain amount just based on the amount, right?
Awesome, man. Well, man, I want to say thank you for your time. Gave us some dope insight about the scene, man. Where can we find you?
Mariano DiVincenzo. It's my Instagram handle, too. And, yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate
We
your time.
just wait and see what a way to be. You can wait for me, but don't forget that it's okay if you just let it be. If you just let it be, if you just let it be. 'Cause all I got
All right, welcome back to the waiting room. My name is AJ Iglesias. Who am I here with today?
Dusty Carter.
Dusty, super nice to meet you, man. We're just gonna start out. How long you been doing stand-up here in Austin?
I'm not currently in Austin. I am here every week. I work for the Kill Tony podcast on the production crew, so I'm currently looking to move to Austin.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what drives you to do stand-up here in Austin? You say?
The scene itself, the caliber of the people that you can have to follow, which means you're going to have to step it up and be on your game and be getting your reps in, or you're not going to make it.
No, I totally agree. What advice would you give a new comic coming to Austin, whether it's their first time doing stand-up or they decided to take the plunge and move here? What advice would you give them?
Make sure you're at the top of your game where you're at before you leave. Make sure wherever you started at has nothing left to offer you before you leave, or else you're putting the horse or the cart in front of the horse.
Well, that's awesome. So, where would you say like your favorite place to do stand-up here in Austin is besides the Mothership?
I would have to say either Sunset or Vulcan. Vulcan, the first time I ever did the regular show, I had no idea that there was an upstairs, and they had sold enough tickets that there were people up there, and that first pop is unnerving when you don't expect there to be. I never looked up. I went up and stood in the back and waited till the show started and went up, and then that's a nice spot when it's full upstairs.
So, what's your favorite part about working for the Kill Tony production team?
Being part of the greatest show comedy has ever seen.
Wow, that's awesome, Dusty. Thank you for your time, man. Where can we find you?
Dusty Carter Comedy on Instagram, and follow the Big Book Club on Instagram to check out our upcoming tour dates around the country.
Fantastic. Appreciate your time, brother. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, welcome back to the waiting room. Who am I here with today?
My name is Dubs General.
Dubs General. Nice to meet you, man. How long have you been in the Austin scene doing stand-up?
I've been here a year and a half, but I would fly back and forth from Florida probably a year before that. So, yeah, about a year and a half.
Sweet. So, you started doing stand-up in Florida?
No, so I started doing comedy in Colorado, and then went from Colorado to Tampa, and then Tampa to here.
How would you say the Austin scene differs from like Tampa and Colorado?
Colorado is kind of the same because there's a lot of newer comedians that are trying to break into the scene. Tampa, I was mainly trying to focus on like going to the improvs or like the major comedy clubs. I think there's more structure there for you to kind of get into the bigger clubs than out here. Oh, really? For sure.
Okay. What were your expectations coming into Austin as a comedian, like hearing about how big the scene is out here? And were those expectations met?
Great question. So I found a way to get in before I got here. So I was in Florida. I saw that certain comedians were on, that were on Kill Tony that were getting numbers but weren't traveling. So I reached out to David Lucas, brought David Lucas out to Florida. He sold out that bitch. Then we went to New York and he sold out that bitch. And then we went to San Antonio and we sold out that bitch. So I was like, okay, I have my foot in with the comedy scene already with working with one of the guys that were on the biggest show ever. And then I contacted Hans and did that for Hans. Then I contacted Genevieve and I did that for Genevieve. And this is all before I moved here. And then so once I got here, they kind of already knew of me. So it was a good transition, but you still have to start from the bottom no matter what, unless you have like credits. If you're like on MTV or one of those type of like Jackass, if you're on those type of shows, then you kind of have an upper hand because you have credits.
Damn, you're involved in a lot, and you got your claws dug into the scene already, man. That's awesome. What advice would you give a comedian who is either just starting out in Austin or looking to move here to Austin? What advice would you give that comic?
Don't come. We're full. No, I would say work on trying to figure out your identity before you get here. Trying to start here is gonna be is going to be difficult, right? You're going to see anywhere from headliners all the way down to brand new people. But I would just say focus on the craft. Are you coming here to get famous, or are you coming here to get better at comedy? Because there's a bunch of mics. I don't know if you're going to get better at these mics because most of them are full of comics. But if you stick with it and you focus on your writing and networking, you should do fine.
As far as like open mics go, where's your favorite places to do mics here in the city?
None of them.
This guy's big time at me like crazy right now. I love it. What's your favorite venue in Austin then?
So it's a mixture of like three. So I would say Creek in the Cave, no particular order. I want to make sure I say that. Cab City, because they are a chain. Like, I'm trying to get into a chain. I don't know if what these other comics are trying. I think that they're trying to get in the Mothership or trying to get in Sunset or even the Creek. Like, that is fine and dandy, but that's not what I want. I want to get into the improvs. I want to get into the heliums. I want to get into the mic drops. That's where I'm going.
Awesome. Well, Dubs, I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate the insight. It was a pleasure having you.
Likewise.
It was awesome. Where can we find you?
Dubs General on everything. That's DUBZ General, like the insurance man, and that's on all social sites. And I just got. No, I won't say that. Just hit me up online. Ladies, if you want to send titty pics, I'm available 24/7, especially ones with the big areolas. All right.
Yeah, man, thank you so much.
Don't be mad, just be glad. Everything is gonna turn out how it's gotta be. We just wait and see. What a way to be.
All right, guys. So that wraps up our Shakespeare's Pub episode. We got a lot of cool comments on the show. We got some dope insights. Really great advice for new comics in the scene. So yeah, guys, we'll see you at the next venue.
Don't be mad, just be glad. Everything is gonna turn out how it's gotta be.
Ladies, if you want to send titty pics, I'm available 24/7, especially ones with the big areolas. All right.